Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. I have spent some time updating the Raven blueprint. I already have one of the updated versions done. I'm going to actually print out a second one because I'd like to assign one to the Reclaimer as well. So there'll be one here on the base and one on the Reclaimer. So we'll get that thing fired up and do some nice reverse in here. Very nice being able to just kind of deal with ships this way. Seems a little fast, the retracting here. Hopefully it will weld everything up. There's a lot of engine parts and stuff. I haven't had a problem with it missing anything yet, so I think the speed is probably good enough, but we shall see. I ordered up some more battery components, power cells and all that stuff, since these things kind of tear through those. That welder's finishing something up. And we're done on this side, done on that side. I still haven't gotten all my buttons set up. I need to take a day and just go through the base and rename everything. I've been good about getting all the ships organized, but there's still a lot of work to be done as far as the base in terms of naming everything and organizing it a little bit better. Alright, so it looks complete. I made it purple because purple's awesome. And let's go ahead and turn on our interface so we can see here. Get the thrusters fired up so we can disconnect. And I could probably use a headlamp so I can actually see what the heck it is I'm doing here. Oh, looks like... No, that's just the projection's still on. I didn't turn off the projector, I think. Well, there's a few things that didn't finish projecting. I guess that's probably because I put a block in the wrong place. I think it actually did finish projecting. Yeah, the projector's still just on down there, so we'll deal with that in a second. I have one block to fix. Did I just crash? What the hell just happened? No idea what that was. I don't really see any blocks missing from this ship, but there could be. Well, it has its own projector, so I can take a look, I guess, if I need to. Landing gear are all there. Not sure what that was. But I do know something is missing back here, because reasons. And as far as the rest of the ship, I have no idea what that block was. Everything looks intact on board. What does the projector say if we turn it on? Oh, I have to like, align the projector and all that garbage. I'm not going to deal with that right now. What I am going to deal with is we're just going to park this thing next to the other one. The other one has been charging for a while. I have all the ships disconnected because I was renaming some stuff, and it's a lot easier to do with the ships out of the way. Let's retract those landing gears so they're not in the way. And just back her up. Did it settle out? I feel like I'm really getting pushed down with the connector, but good enough. Charge that one up as well. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Weird. Let's turn off that projector. Oh, it ran into that. That's why I don't have that connector on this one here. We'll have to remove that because that's just in the way and it's redundant. These are going to be fighter bays over here. Alright, so this thing, how charged are we? I can't see the battery in the back. Fully charged. You know, there are some half blocks back here. Is that what's missing? No. No clue. That was weird. Let's go see. Is there a block on the ground in here? Sure isn't. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was at all. Anyway, I am going to let that other fighter get... I'm going to arm it and get these things out of the way. I guess we could take off in this hangar. Yeah, maybe we will. And, we'll go take this thing out for a cruise, see how she does. There's a lot of heavy armor blocks in the front here now that used to be light armor. So it's a good deal heavier than it used to be. Pretty much everything forward facing is heavy armor. Some of the internal and rear blocks are still light armor, but she's quite a bit heavier than she was. But I replaced the automatic Gatling guns with some manual ones, so we can hopefully control the fire a little better. We got rocket launchers still up there, so it's largely the same. I did take the suggestion of a viewer and throw a... I can't jump up here. Yeah, fine, I'll use the jetpack. Throw a camera on here so we can kind of scope things out, since it is a scout ship, and hopefully we'll be able to use the Gatlings with that relatively effectively to pick off some turrets and stuff like that. I'd like to go probably... That one's that's the big base. We'll go to the smaller one. It's just another like mining facility. We'll take out that one at 16 kilometers. We'll have to do a little dogfighting, I suppose, because they will have drones that will spawn in. But I'll throw a bunch of ammo in here. I fixed the conveyor so everything conveys correctly, so I'll probably just throw a bunch of Gatling ammo. It doesn't have a cargo container, but I'll throw a bunch of Gatling ammo in the connector, and that should be good enough to keep us firing for a while. Alright, so I got the second fighter loaded up on the reclaimer here, and we're going to head out, I think, to the meaner base. That one, I think it's that one there, and check it out. But fighter is all loaded up. We have an identical one on the other one, so let's go back at the base. So there's two of these things in existence now. Let's go see what this thing is actually capable of. Give it a baptism of fire, so to speak, I guess. I haven't had it out for even really much of a flight. I just flew it over here, so it'll be kind of interesting to see what she's capable of. I'm gonna go ahead and secure all stations. I actually have been working on getting some landing gear stuff dealt with on this ship here as well. What is this? Reclaimer turrets. Let's move switch that to toggle block on off, and reclaimer turrets, put you here, toggle block on off, and I think we should have undocked, but let's see. Yep, we did. Alright, so let's go head on over there, see what's up. I'm going to park a couple, maybe 2 kilometers away. Depends on if drones show up or not. No drones showed up last time. I'm going to kind of skirt out towards this side, so we hopefully avoid that other base, because I'm pretty sure the other base will have drones, so be careful here. And let's take a look. I have not really seen these landing gear in action in the back here yet. How come they didn't fold up? Oh, that's probably the wrong one, is why. I'll bet you that's the cargo bay one. That's not the base I'm looking for. I guess it's not showing up on my radar yet. That is not the base I'm looking for at all. Come on, let's do a little sideways thrusting here with the main thrusters. Get us back on course here. What I want to do is try folding up those landing gear in the back, but I don't really feel like changing the grouping right now. That base there, I'm pretty sure, is just the weak sauce little mining operations one. Where is the one that was over here? The one that shot down my last fighter. Is it getting dark? Damn, I went out at a bad time. Seems like it's always nighttime. Obviously it's not, but... Alright, where are you, my friend? Try to skirt a little bit farther out here even. I don't want to accidentally trigger drones. Good, we're gaining distance again. Now, I don't remember where the other base was that we tore down. I think it was on this ice lake. Well, it's not really an ice lake. It's just a plain, I guess. It'd be disappointing if it despawned. I don't think it really took any damage. I don't know why it would despawn. Where are you, my friend? Yeah, I'm pretty sure... Yep, there we go. Territorial Defense Station. That's what we're looking for. So let's start slowing down. Since this thing's kind of a beast and takes a long time to slow down. Helps if I helicopter load. Now, while we're waiting for that, go into groups. Find the landing gear. Toggle block on off. Yeah, that one was the cargo pad. That was the problem. So let's see what it looks like when they fold up here. Alright, that's going to be a lot better for when we go to space and stuff. Looks a little more spaceship-like. I really don't like the standard landing gear all that much. I mean, they're fine, I guess, but they just kind of hang there looking silly all the time. So I'll probably replace the landing gear on the Venture as well. I need to get the front landing gear on this one done, but it's kind of a lot of work. Didn't feel like doing it right now. Had to get the ship up on a block or something like that and do things that way. So, how do we want to do this? It has not triggered a drone yet, so I guess it's probably just not going to. Now, when I was out here scouting earlier, when we were looking at the wreckage from my crashed ship and stuff like that, my crashed fighter, those hills over there provided decent cover, but night is not going to help. I think what I want to do is let's land. It's kind of a nice plateau over here. It looks relatively flat. Not really a plateau, just a plain, I guess. And we have a little bit of sunlight still. Start descending here a little bit. The reason I'm worried about light in particular is that I do have a camera on this thing with the idea of being able to lob some pretty long-range rockets in and hopefully pick off a turret or two. But that's going to be hard with the sun setting. Alright, I'm liking the looks of this area here. Ship's a lot easier to fly when it's empty. Oh yeah, I didn't really show. I set up the automatic LCD scripts and stuff like that. I have some of those running on the bridge to keep track of the mass of things, what we have on board for cargo, that sort of thing. Even though it doesn't matter, for some reason I don't want to land on those bushes. It feels wrong. Those engine noises are really good. Let's turn on our landing lights, make it a little easier to judge the distance here. You know, when they get kind of separated like that, we know we're basically down. Alright, thrusters off. Effects not going away, but that's alright. Yeah, let's see, you got the stuff going on here. It's handy. But we don't have time for that right now. Daylight is a wasting. Down one more deck. And to the rear hangar we go. Now, what do we want to do here? We want to get the doors open, fire up our engines, and oh god. Well, that doesn't count. When that happens, I just respawn because, I reload because that's just silliness. Connectors do that sometimes. I don't accept that because it's a glitch in the game. I'll go undock it this time and it'll be fine. So I'll be back. It takes a while to load. Alright, so we're loaded back in. Fortunately, the save was basically right when I touched down. I just accidentally turned on more thrusters instead of turning off the thrusters I wanted to. Let's just double check. Everything's off. Everything is off. Let's just be... I don't know if that makes a difference or not. I'm going to lock the landing gear. And we'll head back down to the hangar and see if the game decides to glitch out this time or not. Usually it doesn't do it twice. Have that happen relatively infrequently actually, but frequently enough that I know what to do. Alright, fingers crossed. See, it's fine. It was like the most non-dramatic thing you could imagine. We'll retract landing gear. Alright, so let's just have a look at this thing out and about. I thought I retracted the landing gear. I guess they were already retracted because I was on board the ship. Yeah, there we go. Starting to incorporate those landing gear into more things. They really do look a lot better. And not having goofy things hanging off. So let's close to about 1 kilometer here. It's still glitching through my face there. And we'll take a look with the camera when we get closer here. This really is poor lighting. Sort of strange that the distance keeps going away on me here. Do I have that switched to something weird? I don't know what's up with that. This thing has an antenna on it. It just decides to randomly switch off. I don't necessarily mind that it's doing that. Alright, camera. What are we looking at? Alright, so we got the missile turret. Alright, so we're exactly 1 kilometer away. Is that too far for Gatling fire, I wonder? Of course, the guns aim lower. Oh god, she's twitchy. Should have brought more ammo. I didn't think of that. Meant to do that. Definitely landed some good hits. Alright, well let's see what a rocket does at this distance. It's a little far to be shooting, and I think the rockets are going to be a little closer to accurate. So we'll fire like there. A little too high. Let's try that. I think those were both misses. Let's get out of that view. Stop at 800 again. Alright, missile away. Alright, that did the trick. We're out of rockets, so Got a hit there. I'm not sure. Alright, that gun's gone. The antenna has been kind of pointless, but there is some sort of gun up on there. It looks like a personal defense turret, an interior turret. Now, if there's another gun here, I'm gonna have a heck of a time seeing it. So let's just do a little survey here. Looks like there's another rocket launcher potentially back there. Now that's a Gatling gun. The spread is real. Yeah, out of ammo almost. But if we take that gun out, we can probably land in front of this thing. Go back and get a rifle and try to take out that other turret. Doing a lot more damage than I'd really like to. Alright, done. Well, maybe we can just shoot it this way. Isn't exactly the most thrilling combat. It does seem to work pretty good. Do a little burst fire here. Alright, I don't see any more guns. Oh god. I see the gun. Well, thank you for making yourself known, I guess. Out of ammo. And the gun is down. So that is all we have for ammo. There's probably another gun somewhere. Looks like interior turrets potentially all along the side there. That's a lot of guns if those are all turrets. You know, I just realized I have no idea what my altitude is. Okay, we're alright. Well, I'm thinking about just doing a pass and seeing if we get shot up. How bad did we get damaged? Did the heavy armor do the trick? It looks like the heavy armor might have done the trick. We just have to patch her up probably a little bit. Alright, let's just do a pass. Yeah, there's a bunch of turrets still online. I think they're all interior turrets. It's going to take a while to take all that stuff out, man. Quite the base setup they've got. I wonder if there's anywhere I can land yet. Definitely lost one of my lights. Do a little swing around here and see if we can come in low. Does not help they shot up my cockpit here. I think the antenna got damaged because I cannot tell how far away that is at all now. The problem is I didn't bring a rifle with me, and even if I did, it's a hell of a lot of interior turrets to be dealing with. Are they opening up? They are. Alright, well, we're gonna have to go back and get some more ammo. I might actually just fly back to base on my own, leave the ship where it is, repair this thing, or maybe even just swap it out for the other one and come back and make another run. I'm not liking how much damage I'm gonna have to do to take that base, though. It's unfortunate. But the fighter definitely fared much better in this fight than it did before. It's really nothing destroyed on it. Some minor damage, I think. I'll just cruise over it using one of my welder ships and patch her up. See what the projector says is missing from it. But I don't think I'm going to repair it right now. I think I just will swap it out for the second one I have. Pretty out here. Definitely appreciate the view. Nighttime may not be the best for trying to pick off a bunch of stuff on a base, but it is a nice view. It seems like it's got darker out here. I don't know if they changed the lighting again. It is Thursday, so another update came out. It seems like it got darker again. Do we have... Leave that light on to try to get some idea of where the hell we're going. Oh god, I think we're coming in a little bit lower than I would like. There we go. Yeah, it's actually a lot darker out here. Huh. I had to put more lights around the base. The lighting engine seems improved. Alright, so let's swap this one out for the spare I have. Then I'll, like I said, come back and repair this thing later. Some lights around here for docking too. It is dark as hell out here. I'm just going to set this to one side here. And good enough for government work. Grab our spare. Put a little bit more ammo on it would probably be a wise thing to do here, actually. What is it called? It's NATO ammo, right? NATO, yeah. So let's drop off all this crud. Let's grab, like, how many can I carry? 23? That seems fine. I don't know. Ugh, I'm stuck. Put that in the cockpit. It should be able to make it. I'll put in the connector just in case. And let's fire her up. Unlock. Landing gear off. Oh dear God, almost crashed off the bat there. It's a little squirrely side to side. Damn, it is dark. I don't have a sensor for leaving because ships are flying around in here all the time. Need to adjust those spotlights. They're a little harsh, but let's get a view on the way out. Alright, heading back to the reclaimer. Alright, closing in on reclaimer here. And let's do a little flyby, just buzz the tower, I guess, why not? And I believe that mass off in the distance to the left slightly at like 11 o'clock is probably the base. Yeah, that's the base, alright. Alright, let's not buzz the tower. Now, unfortunately, my distance meter is gone, so it's a little hard to tell. I don't think I shot that. I must have shot the antenna out when I was taking out the interior turret up there. So it's going to be a little hard to tell when we're close enough to fire. What is 5 kilometers away? A supply cache? That wasn't there. That must have spawned in. I am a little bit interested to try a different technique I thought of with the supply cache. Maybe about digging underneath of it. I don't know if that will do any good, but it seems like it's worth a try. Alright, so there were a hell of a lot of turrets still active on that. Most of those, I think, were these turrets on the side here. So let's get a rocket ready for him. No idea again about distance here, so let's just see what happens. A little too far away. Alright, give him both barrels here again. Where are they going? Alright, let's save the rockets then. See what our gun can do. I think I have a fairly ridiculous amount of ammo on board. Alright, that's definitely hitting some stuff. Turret gone. Looks like you have a brother over here, don't you? Are the lights flickering on there? Another turret gone. We were getting shot at by a lot more than that. Is that a turret? I really truly can't tell, so let's just assume the worst. Oh yeah, that's a turret. Yeah, they're having power issues on board there. Must have hit a reactor or something. Of course, now I can't tell what's going on with this turret. I saw some crap falling. Was that part of the turret? Don't have good side-to-side thrust. Another turret gone. How many more freaking turrets could you guys have? There's probably at least a couple on the other side that we haven't dealt with yet. Oh god, this thing is so finicky. I'm kind of getting used to controlling it with how twitchy the mouse can be, but huh, this is a pretty big facility. Alright, let's buzz out this way a little way. Just in case there are guns out here, we'll get out of range. And then we'll take a look. Looks like we have a little bit of sun at our back, which ought to be handy. Alright, guns. Are you a gun? Kind of look like a gun. I don't know. It looks like it's all glass on this side. It's the side of the base. Okay, that's a gun. The side of the base is not as well defended as that other side was. Dear God. Oh, there's a gun. Gun. Damn you. Why do you have such a good angle on me? That might be one of the last ones left, though. Alright, this is not helping camera. My side-to-side thrust is so terrible. It's kind of unbelievable. Alright, so there's a turret somewhere there. See if we can just like pick them off like... really care if I chunk the whole side of the base there. Turret's gots to go. Alright, looks like the base is completely without power now, which is both harmful and good. It's good because it means that I can approach kind of safely, but it's bad because the power could come back on at any minute. I'm gonna waste the solar panels, I think. Just so we don't have to worry about the sun coming back and turning on a turret that's off right now. Because it seems to be solar that's doing it here. Alright. I believe that is their main power source offline. So, see if we can approach safely. Everything should be powered off. There's more solar panels over here. I just really don't want something powering up. I know I'm wasting solar cells here, but it's kind of more important that the base does not turn itself back on. Seems like we do a lot of damage, man. Alright, well, there's a landing pad I think I saw on the other side, so let's be all official about this and actually use a landing pad. Deactivate the guns. Now, unfortunately, the reclaimer's kind of far away, so scrapping this thing might take a little bit. Have to go back and get it. Is that a gun that I didn't kill? What is that? Looks like a... I don't know what that is. Is that a laser antenna? There's a gun I didn't kill. Alright, looks like we're good. Now, I don't really have a use for this base. It's a cool base, but I don't really have a use for something like this right now. Let's get up a little bit. Turn on our landing gear. Locker off. Engines off. Alright, now everything is offline, so even if we hack it, it's not going to do any good, but might be time to get the reclaimer over here. This is where I need to get a breaching grinder. I don't really like to use the elite grinders that much, but for breaching, it would be useful. I'm going to put these things back just so I'm not carrying so much junk around with me. Air vents. Where does this go? This is all the oxygen farms and stuff like that out that way, right? Yep. Those small ship solar panels, that's why they were so easy to kill. It looks like a small ship solar panel. So many doors. What if this base even had a reactor? It's gotta have batteries at least. I doubt they'd power a base with solar panels alone. Because that means at nighttime I could just come in here and hack everything if that's how these bases are designed. So many doors. Is this a control room up here? What is this? I want the loot, man. Why isn't it... The door's supposed to open. That was weird. Well, we got some timer blocks in here. Looks like stairs going up farther. This might be the drone programming stuff that's in here with the timers and stuff. I imagine, yeah, that's what this was probably. Let's just make sure that that's done for good. Hey, guy. And this stuff just makes me feel a little better, taking him offline. I'm sure it doesn't matter, but this is such a weird setup here. What is even the point of this? Yeah, I guess it's an observation tower, control tower. So we've been through a lot of this base, and I have not seen any booty. Hopefully we'll find a cargo container at some point soon. Of course, these signs might have... There's like LCDs above some of these doors. They might have been giving us useful directions, but with the power offline, not gonna know. Some more of these shutter windows. This looks like where we came in through mostly. It's like a docking reception area or something. Well, left. Let's go left first. More airlocks. I see conveyors, though. That's encouraging. What the hell is the point of this? You pirates don't have any gear or anything on board. Why are we getting so stuttery, dude? Did something just spawn in? I don't know. Game doesn't like something here. Still no cargo. Is that a cargo container there? There's something down on the ground there. More conveyors. Well, this has all just been empty nothingness so far. It's kind of disappointing. Look like this is another docking area of some sort here. Still gonna open the door just because it's good to clear the base and all. Yeah, it's just another one of these things. Oh, I didn't even see you there, buddy. Something around here is making me all stuttery. And I don't like it. There's probably another turret in here, wasn't there? Nope. Could be the recording. Sometime... No, it's some... Well, I don't know what it is. Go downstairs here, see if we can figure out what's going on. This place has been kind of... I mean, it's a cool structure, but it's been kind of a letdown so far. There's like one last wing to check out, and then I'll do a little fly around on my jetpack, I guess, and try to see if we can figure out where to go. It's probably time to bring the reclaimer over here and just start tearing into this place, though. Yeah, this is all the oxygen farms and stuff. And this is another one of those spaces that's clearly designed to function on the Mars-like planet or anything like that, too, so... It's a bunch of oxygen farming. More oxygen farms. Another docking area. Well, where would you be if you were cargo? So let's head outside. And just like walk around the exterior here. Okay. So we checked in there. We did not check up there necessarily. That's all oxygen farm. There's so much wreckage around here. I guess those are normal solar panels. They just look really small. There might not be any cargo. They said it was a defensive station, I guess. I think the whole thing's just defenses. What's in this room? Conveyors. Another turret. Well, like I said, it's a pretty neat place, but kind of doesn't have anything I really want on it. I guess we'll just strip it down for materials and all that. I'm going to stop recording now because things are skipping. I kind of want to go check that out and see if we can mine underneath it like I was thinking of doing. But that we need the reclaimer to do that, so that will have to wait until the reclaimer gets over here because it has my gear on it. Well, anyway, I'm going to take this ship back over, get the reclaimer, and then we'll scrap this base. So I think that's pretty much going to be it for today. There's not much else to say about this place. It was a little bit of a letdown, but it was still fun to take on. I'm glad my new fighter seems to perform pretty much up to expectations. I could use a little more side-to-side thrust for strafing and stuff, but what are you going to do? Again, this is more like a scout interceptor. It's not really meant for crazy combat engagements and stuff like that. I thought about building more of like a gunship or something like that, but I don't know. This took on a defensive station. I think there's something called a fortress, which is bigger, but still one of the bigger defensive structures we've seen. And it didn't have too much trouble doing it at all. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.